Hey, all you beautiful folks out there. I just wanted to encourage us as we move forward into our evening, as we move forward into our week, and as we take that next step into this beautiful, crazy thing called life, that we would do so aware and mindful of the words that we're speaking, of the messages we're sending, and of the ideas that we're buying into. Now, what do I mean by that? Where did this idea even originate? Well, I am so glad you asked. So here I am, I'm sitting at work a couple weeks ago. Now at my job, there's a radio playing in the background. Now it's not real super loud, so you can hear the tune of the songs going by, but it's not real specifically overwhelming to our environment. We can just hear it faintly in the background. The ambiance of the room, I guess you could say. So I'm sitting there and this commercial comes on the radio and it says, "Everybody needs a little R&R." And of course, like every other time that this commercial has come on, I did what? I sang along with it. And it wasn't until a couple of weeks ago that I actually found myself wondering what this song was even about. What was the purpose of this commercial and what business were they marketing toward? So I said to my coworkers, what is that song even about? We took a little quick moment to just barely turn it up to realize what the company was that was being advertised. You know what it did? It actually made me think about so many different places in my life that I have done the same thing. I have heard a catchy little tune and I've caught on to it and never really even known what the message was behind this song or the tune that I'm singing. Now, am I talking about music directly? Absolutely not. I'm talking about different areas of our life that we do that in. For example, our belief system. Is it that we truly know what it is that we believe as far as our spirituality or the lack thereof? Do we actually agree with what we're saying that we believe? Or is it that we've just heard it over and over and over again and it sounds really good, so we go along with it? I just encourage us to actually seek out what it is that we believe and why, and not just hum along with the song because it's got a catchy little tune. What about an encouragement? How often have we found ourselves going to encourage somebody and saying the same exact things or saying what we think that they want to hear because it has a catchy sound to it? I just encourage us to be authentic and real when it comes to encouragement. The coolest thing about encouragement is that you don't have to say all the right things. Just being present in the moment and truly being aware of the other person that you're in conversation with and being compassionate and thoughtful of their needs and what they're going through speaks volumes. Aside from our pretty little words that we share, it speaks volumes to be in the moment and undistracted from other things and just be in that place with that person. So I encourage us to break free of the chains of prepackaged encouraging words and actually get involved in the conversation. What about in our prayers? I don't know about you, but I have definitely found myself in a place where somebody said, Jennifer, will you lift us up in prayer? Father God, we thank you so very much that you have abundantly blessed us. We thank you so much for the cross, God. Thank you that you're who you are. Thank you for loving us, God. Now here's the deal. Whenever I was saying those to you, I was not in that moment. I wasn't putting some serious thought into what I wanted to speak at that moment. I was just giving you a prepackaged prayer that I've heard a million different times. Now here's the thing. Everybody needs a little R&R. Is a true statement. There is truth in that marketing commercial. There's truth in, Father God, thank you for blessing us abundantly. I'm not saying that there is a concern or an issue with the words that we're speaking. What I'm saying is I think it would be really cool if we were a part of it. If we showed up and truly had an authentic, original moment in that prayer, and that we weren't just speaking words out into the universe, but that we were actually praying with the Father, and we were actually in conversation and communion with Him, not to Him, not at Him, or not just for Him, but actually a part of it with Him. So I guess I say all that just to say that, you know what? You're so original. You're so cool. There's stuff about you that is not true about anybody else. There is only one person that is packaged exactly like you are. I am so thankful that there's only one me. I'm thinking the world couldn't handle another. What do you think? You're so original. You're so awesome. I just encourage us as we go throughout this night, this week, and this journey called life, that we would just show up, show out, that we would live our life truly authentic, that we would be mindful of what we say, that we would be thoughtful of the things that we say that we believe, that we buy into, that we would be real with our encouragement, that we would take into account the other person that's a part of the conversation, and that in our prayers that we would be okay finding ourselves in a spot where we really have no words, because the words would just be prepackaged prayers we had heard before in the past. That we would speak with a purpose, that we would actually be a part of the moment. Just encourage you guys. Love you so much. Hope you have an amazing night. You are stinking amazing. Word.